Well, if this snow continues falling the way it is, I'd say it makes for pretty good packing snow for making a snowball or building a snowman. Maybe not so good for shoveling, though. These two mini pitches are accessible for anyone in the community to come out and practice their soccer skills. A report on GameIndustry.biz cites that video game market sales across the planet hit more than $183 billion in 2022. But that was even a drop-off of 5% from previous figures. The garden offers activities that exercise all 5 senses, including these instruments. We've said it throughout the hour, it has not felt like winter yet this far, Casey, that's for sure.
Not exactly. I mean, are you complaining about it though?
No, I am all for the warmer weather. Responding to catastrophic events like the explosion causing the building collapse here behind me are among the many things first responders are trained to do, but it can weigh heavy on them. One film and video graduate is turning his camera towards seniors and capturing family stories. As Steve Oldfield explains, the family documentaries are getting rave reviews from all generations. Friedman says you can help drown out the noise of the fireworks for animals by turning fans on and turning up the radio. A new FBI report released Monday says about 10% of reported hate crimes in 2022 took place at schools. Investigators are still learning more details and making sure no other victims are trapped under rubble. The congressman-elect says he'll be heading to Washington, D.C. in the coming days to begin his orientation process ahead of swearing in January. Brooke Reilly, Spectrum News.
Good morning, guys.
Another school day is beginning at Arlington High School.
IDs to the left, no ID, come to the right.
As students walk in, they must show their IDs or get a temporary one for the day.
IDs visible out for us to see.
Dutchess County Sheriff's Deputy Alonzo Montagna has been a school resource officer, or SRO, for 7 years. Having a background in education and policing, he's trusted with developing connections with students and staff while also protecting them.
I just thought it was really important to have positive role models in the lives of our youth, and then changing the perspective of how people view police. So I thought that this was a great way to get out and be able to do that in this capacity.
When classes start and students are out of the hallways, Montagna checks the school's 50-plus entrances to ensure each door is secure, something he does multiple times a day. A responsibility underscored each time a tragedy happens.
Part of that for me that makes it a little bit easier to digest every day is I'm a parent. And when my kids go to school, I want them to be protected. And I know that every parent or guardian of a child in this school feels the exact same way. So I take a tremendous amount of pride knowing that that's a part of my job every day and that's my expectations. I don't ever want it to happen. But if it does, I know that's something that I'm prepared to do.
Montagna also works to build relationships with and educate students.
And we're going to drive a lot safer now, right?
He frequently visits classes to teach.
It's quite an accomplishment to watch all you guys grow. I kind of viewed it as a way to achieve that lifelong dream of being a teacher, being in that position of being in the schools. And that gave me the opportunity to have the balance of doing both police work and then interacting with the kids. Some important facts.
His discussions with students range from what to do if you're pulled over to what his job as an SRO entails. In this class,
there's a civil service exam.
Montagna is going over how to become a law enforcement officer.
It helps them when if they're in those situations on how to interact with the police and know that, it's not necessarily that we're there to impede their day or give them a ticket, but it just helps them feel a little bit more comfortable in that interaction. Brian, did you listen to the radio station I told you to listen to?
No, I didn't.
Not yet?
Combining passions.
He's going to be my go-to guy now on music.
While keeping a community safe.
If you need anything, come and see me. The relationships, the friendships that you build with the staff and the kids, there shouldn't be a hesitation in there because you know that they're valued and their life has value, and that's why I wanted to be here. Thank you. Good question.
Brooke Reilly.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Spectrum News.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
And there was like 600 seniors there.
It's no easy task carrying on a legacy.
We're all human beings, and let us begin to love one another.
Cecilia Calloway has made it her life's mission to make sure the past doesn't stay there.
Folks, I'm going down to St. James Infirmary.
Her father, Cabell Cab Calloway III, known as the Heidi-Ho Man, was a major figure in America's musical history.
She's stretched out on a long white table.
They would jitterbug. They enjoyed life.
Cab was born in Rochester in 1907. Raised in Baltimore, he got his start in music as a young boy on the pedals of his mother's organ at church.
That's where he really learned. He couldn't help it, but learn his melodies, his tones. You know, that was his first introduction, really, to music.
And though he would attend law school in Chicago, Cab never stopped performing. He met Louis Armstrong and learned how to sing in his signature scat style. Cab became a household name with his song Minnie the Moocher.
The most important thing is that you believe in yourself and that you have tenacity to keep going.
One of 5 daughters, Cecilia began her musical career at 9 years old.
Daddy dear, tell me please.
I still remember it as if I just did it a few minutes ago.
Tell me where is the blue?
Me and my dad standing in this little booth in the middle of it. I still get goosebumps from it because it was just such an awesome experience.
The two performed together around the world. But even when she got standing ovations, Cecilia says Cab always pushed her to do better.
I'm so blessed for what he taught me and how he trained me. I mean, I in any way that I can, I love to pass that on.
And she says she'll continue to shine light on the contributions her father and other Black Americans have made to society.
It gives me energy to keep at it for as long as God blesses me to be here. That is my mission.
Brooke Reilly, Spectrum News.